Before we start video, most 76%, 79% is not subscribed, so please subscribe. Okay, let's get into the video. So this will be a collab, and part 2 will be on another channel called Anime God. And this time he is a YouTube close friend. And this time, I was more, knowing, and we all agree and are on the same page with this what if. And this is a trusted friend, like I said. So it's more than enough. And if you want to do a collab with me, I have to at least know you. Like not know your real life, but know the kind of person you are. And so with that out of the way, let's get into the, what if. So first, Deku will be a full Saiyan, and then his mother knows that Frieza's gonna blow up the planet, and so she dips in a pod because her husband won't listen to her, and she is pregnant with a baby. And so then she has the baby, and she has her job, a really good one. And so she also met Kami and is living a peaceful time. She did all the things that Goku did, but not really. Like, she beat up everybody, like, from the Dragon Ball Z part. And that's all she needs for this story. And so she is very strong. She is actually in a hero, the number 10 hero at that. But she quit. She retired when she had her baby, and she has tons of money, so she spends all her time with the baby. The baby, well, yes. Whew. Okay, and so Ki is quirks in this world, and when Deku's born, he has a big power level. Like that the doctors can feel his power level coming off of him. So his mother takes him to Kami so he can calm down, and they can suppress his chakra. Not his chakra, his ki. And so they also train him to learn how to hide his ki too. And so he learns that too, and so no incoming threats will attack Earth, even though that his mom did kill Frieza for avenging the Saiyans. And so Master Popo also teaches him how to fly and shoot a ki blast, and he made a green Kamehameha on himself. And he knows how to make ki amp his body too. And so now he's 4, and he goes to the quirk doctor. And he says, you have a quirk called Zenkai Boost. It's a quirk when you go to near death or you're at the edge of the battle, you acquire a huge boost, making your whole body and your strength 10 times stronger. And so he's happy that he has a quirk. And he goes to Popo and Kami till he is old enough to go to the preschool. And after school, he studies and trains. And it's he starts training in the spirit and time. So getting stronger and stronger. Then, at the age of 8, his mom says this isn't strong enough for him. So they say, well, how do you suppose to give him better training? And so him and them work together to create a very strong, what's it called? Time chamber. And so actually this time it's every 10 10 hours is 1 hour in the real time. And so he gets more training and getting even stronger, and every single day when he trains and stuff, he gets stronger and stronger. And so because he has brilliant potential. And so he just gets like 24 hours of training every day and then takes a shower. And so he has his berserk form now. And you're like, what's his berserk? You know Broly from the movie, first off. Like, like, they had to go Super Saiyan Blue. No. Goku had to go Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken times, like, 100, I think. And so, and then they had to fuse. But that's Broly's berserk form. And so, that's what happens. And so, when he is, fighting the sludge villain, he goes berserk, but the sludge villain slips under him and gets onto him. But then, he's near death, but then he gets his Zenkai boost. And it just 50 times all his stats. Because he never had a Zenkai boost before, because he never has been actually near death. He just been training hard. And so, then, B, because it's a bigger boost if for your first time. And he never had it before. And so it's a very big boost, making his just stats. So he's at I'm gonna say he's stronger than Goku after DBZ. And that Goku was like at 75,000, I believe. And so his power level base is 100,000, and with Berserk form, it's 500,000. And so then he breaks out and just beats on the sludge villain, knocking him out, and then puts him in sludge bottles and hands it to All Might. Then All Might says, "See you later, kid. Thank you." And then, but drops his soda bottles, and then Izuku hears a huge boom. And then, he's still like that kind of nerd, but he's a cocky nerd. He still has Saiyan pride. And by the way, his mom already has Super Saiyan, and so she's way stronger than him. But he has more potential than his mom. His mom sees that potential in him and tells him, "Remember, Izuku, Saiyans don't have a limit. We keep getting stronger. We're warriors." And he takes that to heart, and he knows everything about the Saiyans. He knows about Vegeta and them. But and this one, Vegeta and the Vegeta died along with Goku and them long ago. No, I'm gonna say that so when they got put in their pods, they just went to an alternate timeline or something. But they're not in this one. But before that happened, he learned Kamehameha, and Broly will learn the same thing in the 10 months of training. But let's get to it. And so then Izuku runs towards Bakugo, does the same thing, but then when he gets close to the sludge villain, he makes a huge ki blast. Because the sludge villain goes off, and then he throws Bakugo away, and then he says, "Thank you, young Midoriya. You made me know. You made me push past my limits. Dear droid, smash!" And then All Might goes to young Bakugo this time, saying, "Do you want to be my successor?" And Bakugo says, "Yeah." And every hero says, "Good job." And "What's your name?" It's still gonna be Izuku Midoriya, but it's gonna be a very well-known name. So he says, "Oh, my name is Izuku Midoriya." And it says, "The son of the former 10th hero that retired for her son?" And they said, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah." And they just bow down to him and says, "It's an honor to talk with you. Your mother talked a lot about you, about how much potential you had." And he says, yeah, that's my mother. And so he leaves. And so for 10 months, his mom is not going to stop. She even, so here's what she does. So Izuku leaves school at 2 p.m. now because she's like, we don't have time, man. And you're a straight A student. And so he just takes him, and then he just does all his homework easily at school during lunch because he mainly eats for breakfast and for dinner. Lunch is just a warm-up thing. And so he mainly just does all his schoolwork at lunch. And so that's what happens. And so for 10 months, he can awaken Super Saiyan. And so, but it's a quarter of his Saiyan potential. So that makes him have the power level of 140 quintillion. No, it's going to be all his Saiyan potential. But don't worry, people are going to be very strong in this one. Don't worry. And so, then, before you get mad again, Bakugo and Todoroki are going to be insane. And so, but I'm gonna have another person instead of Mineta. Don't worry. In 1A. And so, his muscles is like Broly's, but to a lesser extent. Like, his whole body isn't just muscles, basically. He's not that big either. He's like what you see in this, but a little bit more buffer. And like the regular Super Saiyan thing. And so, all the girls look at him and says, he's kind of cute. And so, then he bumps into Uraraka. And she blushes and says, hi, what's your name? He says, hi, my name is Izuku Midoriya. He says, oh, Midoriya, you're the former number 10 hero. She was my idol. And so they just go, and Izuku aces the first part, getting all right. And then he goes to the second part and goes berserk form, and like, he can't control himself, but he just destroys every single robot. And then he flies up and then shoots a big key blast out of his mouth, destroying a robot. And saves, drumroll please, Chile, a younger version. And that's going to be his girlfriend. And she blushes and he blushes back. And then he goes up to the robots and says, Kame, ha! And then shoots a green blast right at the robot, killing it on spot, bro. And so then he takes Chile, runs out, and they get a few more 3-point robots. And so Broly gets top of his class. And people look at him walking out like he's a god. And so for the 2 weeks they have, he talks more with Chile off of the phone and getting to know her better. And they say, I hope I meet you at UA. And when they both get in, they both call each other and cheer. And so his mom, for saying good job, makes him a whole feast with 100 bowls of ramen, 100 bowls of miso soup, and tons of other stuff. So he's just eating up like best. And Bakugo gets one for all, and All Might knows how to have perfect key control, but him and Bakugo and them have low key, and Todoroki. So, and Deku, of course, has just unlimited key, and so That's what happens. And so, this is it. The second part will be on Anime God's channel. His link will be in the description on his channel. So I hope you liked the video. And please like, subscribe. Like I said, for 79% of you that aren't, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1K by the end of the summer. And I will be doing upload every day now on, since I don't have my sports because they canceled it because of COVID-19. So, don't get coronavirus, and RIP to the person who killed the black man. I'm not personally in a riot, but it's just that I just want to stay out of things, and I live where there's no riots or something. But rip to the family and to the person who died in that incident, and I hope the officer gets executed in prison, and his wife actually broke up with him, so that's what happened. And so without all that sadness under the way, I hope you liked the video, and I hope you like it and get to 20 likes, and you'll see a part 2 with him in the near future. So please like, subscribe, and if you haven't, what's your problem? Get 20 likes and you'll see one. Okay, for real. Bye.